Right, it's time to mess around with camera angles. Any excuse to get out. Hello peeps. Well, it's December, nearly Christmas, and the missus said, do you want to come shopping? So as you can imagine, I declined that, and you could go for a little ride, she said. So I thought, yeah, well, I think I'll do that. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit stir crazy, and I was going to go for a ride elsewhere today with some guys, but we decided where we were going, it was going to be too messy, and I could try a few camera angles, various different camera angles, which I haven't done much lately. There is another ride on tomorrow with a friend. It's in a slightly better area, more sandy, so it drains quite nicely. But unfortunately I've got a family crimbo do. So camera angles, I'll try this one again, but as you can see, it's plastered in shit already, so I'll give that a bit of a wipe. The problem with this one is that the sound gave up after a little while, after I had it a little while, and then sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, it freezes. So that's probably the last GoPro I bought, and then I went over to DJI Action, and this is an old one. I think there's I don't know, they must be up to model 3 or 4 now even. But this has been no trouble whatsoever. So I'm unlikely to buy another GoPro unless someone gives me one, which is not going to happen, because you've got to be a YouTube god to qualify for that. It's so much work. I used to use all these camera angles all the time, but it's so much work trying to sync everything, you know. Sometimes this is underwater. Not too bad at the moment. I think I'm going to stop and move the rear camera to a forward position. Like I said, I was going to mess around with camera angles. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty much plastered already. Oh well, we'll turn that off and move that. Right, we'll give that angle a go, and it won't be long before the cameras go flat actually, because this time of year it's pretty cold. The batteries don't like it. I've got a couple of spare batteries for this one, but the GoPro's, I could plug them in. I've got a power supply, but I can't be asked because I'm not going to be out for long. I did turn that camera on, didn't I? Well, it looks like there's some kind of a horse ride or run on. There's lots of arrows pointing this way actually, so better keep my eyes open. See, this is what you're up against here, Thetford Forest. It's a bit of a playground. So we've got a couple of quad bikes here. They're not actually on the byway, they're not registered, so we all get tarred with the same brush, unfortunately. It's soon getting bloody dark, I should say. The sun is dropping down ahead. So the lanes, the early lanes are done, not far from home. Slippery as hell. But look at these are dry. Lovely. quite nice. It's the first time I've been out on the 300L, I don't know, for a month, 6 weeks maybe. Why? I cleaned it. I gave it a really good clean, and I just didn't want to get it dirty again. And I've been riding the old XL. I like riding that, especially in the mud and the shit, because I can touch the ground. Well, I can on this just. But yeah, it's good to get it out, and heated grips and stuff. Windscreen as well. But hey ho. What do you think? Stick with the one camera